Hello Eurovision fans and moyen Luxembourgers. Thank you so much for coming to my channel Eurovision Histories. If you are from Luxembourg, you might have heard about a week ago that your beautiful country Luxembourg will be returning to the Eurovision Song Contest in 2024 after over 30 years. And if you haven't lived in one of your neighboring countries or effectively under a rock, you might not actually know what Eurovision is. But fear not, in this video I will look at the long and successful history of Luxembourg at the Eurovision Song Contest and also give you some tips on how to do well in the competition. Now, the first edition of Eurovision was held in 1956 and you Luxembourgers were already part of it and one of the 7 nations that participated in the first edition. As there were only 7 nations, each of them could send 2 singers or at least 2 songs. Because of financial difficulties, you decided to send Michel Arnaud and have her sing both of Luxembourg's entries.
Ne crois pas que tu seras toujours beau gosse, ne crois pas que ta jeunesse durera.
As the financial difficulties were very big apparently, you also did not send any jurors and asked your Swiss friends to vote instead of you. And surprise, surprise, the first winner of Eurovision ended up to be Switzerland, of course, so you had a big influence on the first winner of the Eurovision Song Contest. As you are a smaller country, a lot of the singers that represented Luxembourg were actually from outside of the country, most of them from France, but a few also from Belgium, from Greece, Ireland, Germany, Spain, the United Kingdom, and even Canada and the United States. And so only 9 of the 37 entries you have had until now were actually from Luxembourg. And you even had some people that didn't even speak French sing French songs for you. Moi je parle français, oui oui, mais vous, I'm not so sure. Ah yes, été must be beautiful in Luxembourg. But you also had some very famous faces represent you, including the wonderful Nana Mouskouri from Greece. And Lara Fabian, who became a big star in the French-speaking world. She was beaten by Celine Dion in 1988, representing Switzerland, so maybe you should have gotten Celine instead of Lara. Sorry, Luxembourg. Despite not having participated for over 30 years, you are actually still one of the most successful countries in Eurovision history with 5 wins, only outdone by Ireland and Sweden. 4 of your 5 winners were from France and 1 from Greece. The first winner for Luxembourg was Jean-Claude Pascal from France with Nous les Amoureux, a song about 2 lovers fighting the prejudices of society.
Nous les amoureux, il paraît que c'est l'enfer qui nous guette, ou bien le fer et le feu.
He later confirmed that the song was indeed about 2 men, and so Luxembourg contributed the first LGBT anthem to Eurovision. Thank you, Luxembourg. Next to win for Luxembourg was France Gall with the wonderful Poupée de cire, Poupée de sang, written by Serge Gainsbourg. Still a classic in Eurovision history. In 1972, Greek singer Vicky Leandros represented Luxembourg with the beautiful Après toi, one of my favorite songs in Eurovision history. And she managed to win the whole competition. Vicky Leandros had already represented Luxembourg in 1967 with the beautiful L'amour est bleu. And in 1973, you became one of the few countries to win twice in a row because Anne-Marie David and Tu te reconnaîtras also convinced Eurovision audiences. Anne-Marie David managed to beat Eres Tu by Mocedades, a big evergreen, and Cliff Richard that night. Your last win was in 1983, Corinne Hermès, Si la vie est cadeau.
Si la vie est
So you have contributed many unforgettable moments to Eurovision history. Thank you for that. However, you also did this to us. And now I've seen everything. Oh my god. By the way, singing in Luxembourgish wasn't always as successful. But we would love to hear the language again. You had your last entry in 1993, which wasn't as successful and meant that you were relegated in 1994. However, after that you disappeared and never returned, so you cannot believe how excited Eurovision fans are to finally have you back in 2024. If you want to stay informed and know what happens around Eurovision 2024, please subscribe to my channel and come back for my next video. Bye bye.